Coming at you from the OLR podcast studio.
It's really more of a basement.
Coming to you from the OLR basement studio.
But it's still a podcast.
Coming to you from the podcast basement studio.
Yeah, but you still need to say OLR.
Coming to you from the OLR podcast basement studio.
Oh, that's way too many words.
Coming at you.
That's not enough. You still need to say OLR.
Let's just start. It's OLR. Hi, everyone. How is everyone today? I expect an answer from all of you.
Hey, yo.
Hey, what?
It's my Scott Hall. It's my Razor Ramon tribute since the last time we talked. The bad guy passed away.
Oh, no kidding.
No kidding. You didn't know that?
No, how would I know that?
Because it's all over the internet, and you're on the internet every day.
Believe it or not, the things that
It was all over Yahoo, all over MSN. You didn't have to Google Scott Hall death to know Scott Hall died.
Believe it or not, the websites that I frequent didn't say anything about Scott Hall.
MSN didn't?
I don't go to MSN.
What's your homepage? Bing?
Hold on, let me see. This. Whatever this is.
All right, well, listen, I'm not letting you...
I didn't know.
Sit down in the mood. Since we last talked,
yeah.
Which is six years ago.
6 years ago.
Bob Saggett died.
That's happened prior to us. Well, I don't know, maybe.
No.
Yeah. Bob Saggett did die. And from a fall, took a hit to the head.
Isn't
that crazy?
Yeah. And then Betty White died at age 99 just before her 100th birthday.
That's awful. That's terrible. I watched a movie with her in it the other day. It's fantastic.
Maybe we talked about Betty White.
We did. We've talked about Betty White. That happened in last year or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Bob Saggett died.
Yeah, Bob Saggett.
There was something else. But anyway, the Scott Hall one, he's in my top 5 favorite wrestlers.
Oh, was it Mike Hopkins? Was that who you were talking about?
Top 5 wrestlers of all time, Razor Ramon.
Oh, yeah.
For me.
Sure.
I remember... this is the only story I want to tell. It was relevant, really big, for a few weeks there, and I know it's not a...
What?
Well, hold on. Somebody else. So anyway...
Louis Anderson, I didn't know that either.
So when Scott Hall started getting sober on the DDP yoga...
Oh, right there, Gilbert Gottfried. Was that the one you saw?
No, I just never liked Gilbert Gottfried. I know what he was...
Right.
But I just never liked it. Meatloaf died, yeah, already. His early year. So when Scott Hall got sober through DDP Yoga in 2013, so that's when my friend Mark was doing the convention scene and bringing some wrestlers to Sparta, and he had Kevin Nash already coming. And I said, well, that'd be kind of cool to bring Scott Hall. Mm-hmm. And you never really know what to expect out of celebrities and everything. So I tweeted him, and about 4 days later, he said, hey, yeah, I'd love to come work with Kevin in Tennessee. What's the offer? And I said, I'm just the middleman. Here's the promoter.
Right.
So... Anyway, he ends up getting Scott, brings his son Cody with him to Sparta. And so I'm going up to the table, and I'm helping kind of with the event. And just kind of, you always hear really cool Scott Hall stories about how humble he was, even for all the demons and addictions and stuff he had. So he came up, and I said, hey, Scott, I'm Dustin. I'm the guy who tweeted you originally about coming to this event. He goes, brother, I appreciate that, and everything. I said, Mark's are running around. I'll introduce you in a second. I said, anyway, I don't care anything about an autograph. I'd like to get a picture with you and get my son an autograph. He goes, yeah, man, come on, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, how much are you charging for an autograph today? He goes, brother, I used to sell out Madison Square Garden. You tell me what I'm charged at the Sparta Expo Center. You tell me, brother. And so his son was like, how about 20? And he's like, we're not broke. He's like, how about 20 if it's our item, 10 if it's theirs?
That's hilarious.
And then he tried to throw the Intercontinental title over my shoulder, and I just dodged him, because I'm scared of world title belts. Yeah, as a grown man, that's my phobia is grown men with wrestling belts. Right. And he goes, "Wear the strap," and I was like, "I'm good with the strap, Scott. You won the strap. You beat Shawn Michaels in the legendary WrestleMania 10 ladder match. You wear the strap, Scott." And then another time, I was at with Chad Flatt at a toy convention in Georgia, and it was right before Razor was getting inducted in the Hall of Fame. And he had a action figure somebody asked him to sign from WCW. He goes, and it had Scott, Then it had a Sting mask. Then it had a broken table. And he goes, wow, what an action figure. Broken table. Because Scott Hall was so fucking extreme. He said, man, the marketing geniuses at WCW.
All right.
We wonder why they went out of business. And he's just kind of a funny guy.
Right.
Really funny. And it was...
Now, this is a stupid question. I'm going to ask it, but it's stupid, and I apologize for it. My memory of him was that he had an accent, like some kind of Cuban accent. Was that real or no?
No, it's false.
Part of the work.
He ripped his character off of from Scarface. That's where the razor comes from. He was a cocaine dealer that snuck past Vince McMahon in 1992. When it was family fun entertainment, he was a knockoff of Tony Montana.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
The razor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So, did he keep the fake Cuban accent his entire wrestling career?
He went just as Razor Ramon, but when he went to Scott Hall to the NWO, you got to think. I mean, I don't want to get too. I mean, this is not what I intended. I just wanted to lead with the hey yo and kind of go in with it, just a little tribute. But you got to think about what he did. I know we joke about the wrestling stuff on here, and Thad's going to die because he's like, "You're killing me." And he's like, "I know you like to aggravate Lucas, but enough's enough." But you start what he done. Coming to WWE and doing the Razor Ramon gimmick, leaving and going to WCW, and he was the first person to introduce the NWO. He was the guy that came out of the crowd. And that was in May of 1996. So you're talking about really pre-internet when people was knowing what was going on. So he comes out with his Cuban accent, still pretending to be Razor Ramon because all of us 12-year-olds sitting on our couch think, well, that's Razor Ramon from WWE TV. And he comes on WCW and says, you know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here. You remember that kind of vaguely? So, I mean, they played like they were WWF invaders, but even though they'd signed. So, I mean, you look at he's responsible for the NWO, and they were the first people to get guaranteed contracts. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. And they had in their contracts, they were so smart, every time somebody came over, if they matched their money, they got a pay raise.
Really?
So they would push, hey, Brett, tell them you want this. So they would get paid more.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was glad to see him get clean, and he fell. He had 63. He fell and broke his hip. And I remember in our little dorky wrestling group text between Don and Curtis and Mackie, I said something about it, and Don actually said, he's like, man, that's not good. Somebody his age, he's like, it's not a good survival rate.
Really? For a hip break?
Yeah.
No kidding. That wouldn't have occurred to me. But
then just weeks later, he had 3 heart attacks and died. So,
dang.
Anyway, Razor Ramon just like the epitome of cool. Epitome of cool in the pro wrestling. He's one of my. For me, it's Michaels, Ramon, Austin, and Hogan, and and Flair. It's my top 5.
Whoa.
It's my favorite 5. My favorite 5. But what are we here to talk about tonight? Episode 200, baby.
Woo! 200.
Everybody's like 200. That's remarkable. I'm like, yeah, but we've been doing it 6 years. We should be on episode like 14.
Oh yeah, this is like, we're way behind. We were way behind. This episode actually should have been like 6 months ago.
Well, at least.
Yeah.
We took a year off.
Yeah, that's true.
We took 11 months from September.
18 months ago.
Yeah, we took off like September of 17 to July of 18. We've recorded 3 podcasts in 3 months.
Yeah.
We're a little behind, but hey, I'm still proud of episode 200. And we've got some good fond memories coming up from some listeners that have sent in some messages. We've got some voice texts from some people. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and dial one of them in. You want to?
Let's play them.
We'll sprinkle them in. Yeah. How about that?
Tell me when you're plugged up so I can.
I'm plugged up.
All right, now you're turned up too.
Let me get one from... First off, we'll start with Kristen Hefflin, who sent one in all the way from Illinois. Is it Illinois or Illinois, Lucas?
It's probably one of those things like Cookville. It's either Cookville or Cookville, depending on whether you're from there. I don't know how they say it up there, but I say Illinois.
I do too.
He does too.
DK, what do you see as your biggest success when it comes to booking music stuff so far? What is your dream?
Okay, let's stop it there. Biggest success so far. And I thought we were getting OLR questions about our past.
Well, your music success.
I have to say the biggest success would have to be the Chris Knight one because name recognition. Chris Knight was
he was so big in our
yeah. And
it's not childhood, but kind of childhood too.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And it drew, I mean, it was 250 tickets sold. That was a record for me.
Chris Knight,
For a non-festival show, it's my biggest show yet. So
it's Chris Knight.
Goal for the music business that you have in mind currently?
What goal I have? I don't think there's no lies to tell. I want to book Cody Canada. I want to book Cody Canada, The Departed, which is a half of Cross Canadian Ragweed.
Right.
That's the most realistic. Got 3 prices the other day. I've got a festival price. I've got a Tennessee routed price. And I've got a Texas to Tennessee routed price. So, hopefully.
Lucas, for you.
Yeah.
I've traveled a few times now down to your area and still haven't met you.
Yeah,
Is that even ever going to happen?
No, it's not.
Who would win in a fight against...
Hold on. So, are we ever going to meet Kristen Hefflin? Are you ever going to meet Kristen Hefflin?
It depends. Is it... No.
She's been to both music fests.
Okay. No. I probably won't.
You can't even come drive by.
I did drive by.
Jessica McDuffie said that I should take every one of my Hermitage Springs friends and kick them in the balls. Like she said, I come from Georgia to your music shows. Right. She said, Lucas Hickman is not here. Brent Duffer is not here. Right. James Hatcher is not here. Van Eric Short is not here. Chris Boone is not here. Brad Crackett is not here. AJ Crackett is not here. And I said, yeah, now that you mention it.
No, I'm not coming to the music festival. I appreciate it. You probably won't, maybe,
Let's just hold hope out, Kristen. All right.
What is your dream
Hold on.
that you have in mind currently? Lucas.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It's now down to...
Sorry.
Right.
Who would win in a fight against LeBron? Mackie, Thad, or DK?
Are you fighting LeBron? Is that what the thing was? Why don't you back up and play the whole thing? So
that's what she said. Who would win in a fight between LeBron, me, Thad, or Mackie? No, I don't know what Mackie's beef with LeBron is. I don't know what Thad's beef with LeBron is, or how they got drug into this scenario, this dream scenario.
Hold on. I mean, what's the...
Who would win in a fight? If LeBron James was in one corner, and who would win?
Hold on. Let's just slow down before we keep going. So LeBron, this ain't like Darnell LeBron that we found on the side of the road somewhere. You're talking about LeBron James, a 6'9" super athlete, fighting some 35 plus overweight. Input any name, I don't know how old that is. He might be sub 35, but some 35 plus overweight middle-aged dad versus a 6'9" super athlete. Who's going to win?
We'll answer the question. Who would win?
The 6'9" super athlete.
Yeah, but who would win? Who me, Thad, or Mackie would most likely beat that ass?
So the question is. Yeah. Oh, it's you all day long.
I think so too. Give me the reasons.
The only reason is because there's like anger deep inside
that
people don't know about.
Yeah,
I know it.
How many times have you had to edit something I've said because it sounded completely insensitive?
Out of you three, like there's some anger deep down there that most people don't know about that I know about. I've seen it. I know it.
I hate him.
I've lived it, and you don't like it.
Only person.
Those other two guys, Thad's going to give him a hug before it's all over with.
Thad might kiss the bottom of his boot.
And I don't know. I didn't say that. I will tell you this: Thad give him a hug before it's over with. Now, Mackie be upside down twerking and say, "Yeah, you can't do this." Watch it.
Wow, we don't have to fight. We can twerk.
Check this out.
Twerk.
Check this out, LeBron James. Can you try this, LeBron James? Get upside down twerking.
Hey, LeBron, you want to karaoke?
Match me. Let's have a dance fight, LeBron James.
So yeah, I guess I'd probably be.
Yeah, I mean, between you three, which one's more likely to last a certain amount of time? It's you for sure.
Let's shoot it over to Curtis Rich, who sent one in.
Congrats on 200 episodes, boys.
Thank you, sir.
Proud. Thank you very much.
I guess I started listening when I was traveling to and from National School of Law.
Yeah.
Boy, y'all come a long ways.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Lucas has become comedic gold.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, he's still kind of the same.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Maybe y'all will reach 300 and DK can plan some kind of event.
Mm-hmm.
He likes that sort of thing.
I
Yeah.
do. I do.
In all seriousness,
No,
it's a good show to listen to sometimes.
You weren't serious.
Sometimes.
Stay gold, Lucas.
Pony boy.
And DK can kiss my ass.
Love you, buddy.
That's
Thank you
the,
very much.
I like that the show is good sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll agree with it.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
It's, you know,
You ain't
I'm not
wrong.
going to disagree with
We've
it.
had some shitters.
Yeah, oh, wow.
We've had some ones
terrible
that we should
turds
just
that
put
just-
them.
Yeah, you know,
Should just put some of them in the
my
recycle
little
bin.
boy, and whenever I change a diaper that's particularly rough, he'll look at you and go, "Terrible stinker."
We've had some of those.
We've had some
We've
terrible
came
stinkers.
a long way.
Yeah.
We have come a long
Yeah.
way here at the OLR podcast. Let's read some listener. That's Curtis Rich, not current, future. He's the future. He's the future circuit court clerk
There you go.
of Clay County. So on Facebook, John Ward said, my favorite episode was any episode where my name was mentioned.
Well, you know, that was quite a few of them.
And I said, well, that's the ones that Apple said had the lowest ratings.
You know, his name got brought up a lot.
A lot.
At
And,
certain
he's
time.
got a voice text here in a little bit.
oh.
We'll not play it now. We'll space it out.
Well, I've got
See?
that turned down, so don't turn anybody else on.
Okay. Shane Keith said, I'm proud to know that I got the OLR on Del Hall Lake for recording.
Yeah.
I remember maybe episode 10, and also was a fun night before and after. I was in the basement as a guest. I think we took every back road to Haydenburg that night on the way home. Well, I stand to believe that Haydenburg is one of the top 3 back roads in this earth.
Let's be realistic. It's one of the only 3 groups of back roads in the area.
Brimstone, Pine Lick, and Haydenburg.
Yeah.
Haydenburg, you just go on. What I like about Haydenburg is you can leave North Springs, Haydenburg, North Springs, Haydenburg, North Springs, Haydenburg. And you don't even go nowhere.
Yeah, you just kind of circle in and out.
Caleb Allen said, congratulations, boys.
Thank you very much.
Caleb's been on the show with his brothers.
Uh-huh.
And Thad said, y'all are doing great. Keep it up. Sky's blue, grass is green. We know that. We the best.
You know,
We the best.
you about didn't say anything, Thad.
Y'all are doing great. Keep it up. That's like, that's just like, that's like, that's like signing your yearbook. Good luck with the girls.
Yeah, I would say,
see you next year.
Yeah, insert name here.
Have a cool summer.
To whom it may concern. You're doing it. Keep it up. Good job.
That's a reply all text. I mean, it's
Pat
just a
on
copy and paste.
Here's your pat on the back. Random name person.
Keep up the good work.
Good job, guys.
Thanks, kiddo.
Yeah. Pal. Hey, pal.
Thanks, sport.
Yeah.
He's Thad. Thad's got his birthday going on in Vegas right now.
Oh.
So, maybe he just got a little too busy.
Yeah. Thanks.
Doug Martin wants to know, can I ask to get a baseball segment on the next 200 episodes?
Here's the thing. You can ask anything you want to, buddy.
Yeah.
You can ask absolutely anything you want to. That was the question you asked.
You've asked it.
You've asked it, and you can ask anything.
Any married man can go up and hit his wife up for it every night. He can ask for it.
You can ask for it. I've asked for it. You know what I get told sometimes? Most of the time? Nah.
Not this week, Doug. Maybe next week.
Maybe next time you ask.
He wants to know what it would take.
All the money in the world.
What it would take you.
Me or you?
Well, I think you misworded, or I'm just retarded and can't read. I want to know what it would take you, Lucas, to get in his little karate gown.
Yes.
And you get in spandex wrestling uniform and have either a wrestling event or a karate match. Maybe one of each. Make it a live event. Take donations. I'll buy tickets.
God, that was such a good recommendation that I almost want to talk about baseball. Holy shit. I almost want to learn something to talk about baseball for him. By the way, my brother thought that I was sumo wrestling for a long time. He thought that I was going to sumo wrestling. And he finally asked me, he said, so you're putting on one of those big diapers and going up there? so ever since he asked, he said, so you're putting on your going diaper wrestling and that? I said, yes, sir. Diaper wrestling that.
I'd kick your ass, though. In spandex.
Yeah. This is no joke. I literally have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. The 1984 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, whole group of spandex. Top to bottom. Long sleeve, long pants, long sleeves. Called spats. They're called spats. It's a little thicker than, an Under Armour shirt. It's thicker than that. It's called spats. You can put them on. You can wear that if you want.
I probably just wear spandex.
This is like spandex. It's a little tighter.
So I'm gonna go. My gimmick's gonna be like a Ninja Turtle.
Yes. Yes.
I had a guy email me the other day, and he asked, and that was actually, you want to not give somebody some business? You send an email like this guy sent, and I wasn't planning on bringing this up, but I was just like, is this real life? He said, "Hey Dustin, which Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles best describes where we currently stand in our conversation? A, Michelangelo, Cowabunga, let's set up a call. B, Donatello, unfortunately I'm busy with some projects. Reach out again in a few months." Never heard Donatello say anything like that. Leonardo, I may not be the right choice for this conversation. Allow me to lead you to the proper referral. And D, Raphael, not interested, pal. So I said, "Hey, Rob, it's a D, Raphael, for me."
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we've passed that. We're at Rocksteady and bebop your way out of this conversation right now. You know what, pal? You can't, we're done with this conversation. We can go ahead and shredder this conversation right up, buddy.
Man, you hit that one.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my word.
What was that guy's name?
Rob.
Rob. Rob's the guy that says pal a lot. Hey, pal.
We say pal, but he says pal.
We say it. He means it when he says it.
But he'll say, buddy.
Buddy. Where are we at in this conversation?
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
buddy.
Let's just check the boxes here. I just want to get the metrics, get a feel for this.
So put my hands around it.
Get my hands around it.
Yeah. Don't touch base with you.
Touch base.
Brandon Cooper says, "Happy 200th, gents. Every time I listen to OLR, I just think these two guys argue like an old married couple."
Yeah.
Well, Lucas knows his place, and I'll let him know that.
Behind. Yeah, that's what he said. Oh, God.
Ow. Some of my favorite OLR moments are Dustin's Baby Taste Buds episode, the One Chip Challenge.
Yeah.
You're like another. You just went like your masculinity went through the roof in that episode. You're like
the perceived masculinity. Yep. Yeah, my vocabulary has dropped significantly since then.
Pretty much every Mackie story, he's the hero we don't deserve.
That's it. If there's one thing we learned this year or last year, he is the hero that we don't deserve.
Yeah. He can be your hero, baby.
Yeah.
Let's look it up in the archives. We've got a whole episode dedicated. Enrique Iglesias, Hulk Hogan. The soundtrack doesn't lie. When Jeremy Mackey stood on the side of that road smoking that Marlboro Light, waiting for that young sick child to paddle his ass over there to Jeremy.
Yeah, kid had one arm, paddled himself across a raging river, a flooding, raging river, to get to his medicine that the guy was standing there smoking a cigarette.
Well, and the kid had an oxygen tank on while he was paddling with one arm.
Yeah. Hooked to a defibrillator so that he didn't, so that when he did die as he was crossing to get to his medicine, it would shock him back to life so he could continue paddling.
And there Jeremy was.
There he was.
Damn, kid, can't you make it any faster?
I got to get off 15 minutes.
Hell, it's dark night. I got to do a goddamn baby oil bath.
You're wasting baby oil bath time right now.
Whatever.
You got a tip for me?
He's got the key. He's got the key to Sparta.
Yeah,
he never has bought any sandwich at Frank's right there on the green or whatever that little stupid restaurant it's called up there in Sparta. Jeremy ain't bought nothing for years.
Yeah,
the girls at Walgreens give him free photography.
Oh yeah,
he gets license. He's not even registered in Sparta. He gets free license plate tags and everything down there. Well, no wheel tax for Mackie.
You ever had something? You ever done something and somebody else caught it and it kind of got away from you a little bit because somebody else got a hold of it? I feel like he was, that one may got away from him a little bit. That like the bit of the story. Like it might have got out ahead of him before he was able to go. Oh no.
When do you think you realized that when FedEx came in from Memphis and put out the red carpet for him and give him a suit?
What you say? Wham now? You saying? Who'd you tell? I made up part of that story. Who's coming?
My wife called WKRN as soon as I told her that bullshit.
The news is coming. Told the news. Oh shit!
Goddamn, baby, gotta get her story straight now. They taking no germ out of Sizzler.
They done give me Cuban City. I feel like sometimes the story might get away from you, and I feel like that one. You might have wished you'd been able to reel that one back in a little bit. But maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't stand there smoking a cigarette, bitching the entire time about it. He
might have put out more effort than what we've given him credit for.
Yeah.
You just shouldn't let your buddies know stuff.
He was so humbled about it, he made himself sound like he didn't do all that to us.
Right.
He's like, God damn, kid, I had to go. I just stood there and smoked cigarettes and hell, I ain't getting wet.
Yeah.
I ain't got no waiters.
Yeah. You play stuff down to your buddies sometimes, and maybe you play stuff up to the news sometimes.
The Georgia Smith interview was cool, and Brandon liked that one. He was the one. Yeah. The episode you made fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah. Me and Cooper kind of. Yeah. Right. Anyway, the episode you made fun of different types of people and what they drive. Remember that one? Mm-mm.
Was that the Jeep episode?
I think it was maybe the Don't Be That Guy episode. Maybe it's what he's meaning. Remember when we did the Don't Be That Guy?
Yeah.
That was a really fun one.
Yeah. I feel like that's the one where we found out that I'm like a secret Jeep guy that hates himself.
Yeah. Go back and listen to that episode. That's a good one.
Yeah.
And obviously the episode dedicated to all my questions. I don't remember his questions necessarily. I remember us ranking the towns in mediocrity. Yeah. How mediocre the towns were. Hope you guys do something live again soon so I can shake the hand of the guy that carries the show. The man, the myth, the legend, the Lucas.
Yeah. Yeah. We will again. This one could have been, or had I not popped up sick for no reason again, this one might have been live. But
yeah, Lucas about.
I thought anyway, we won't cover that. But hey, I'll tell you what we will do. Let's take. How many more has he got?
He says, "Thank you for the time you sacrificed to entertain us morons. Keep it up."
Here's the thing: we're morons, and thank you.
Yeah, I mean, we do sacrifice a lot of our time, and we are taking time away from our kids and our wives right now, just to be on the airways for you guys. We'll have something to listen to on the way to your work tomorrow, on the way to wherever. If you're a,
I'm gonna give myself a key to the city here.
If you're a check drawing loser and you're sitting at home, we appreciate you too.
Every one of you. I hope everybody listens.
What you got to do?
Here, I got to turn some heat on. Give me just a second.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you
to 200 episodes. We're not done. We're just getting some heat.
Okay, now that's better. It got to be better in just a minute.
Curtis Hatcher wants to know when we're going to start up an OnlyFans, and I don't know what that would entail because nobody wants to see what we got.
Well, I've got the only person that should see me nude doesn't want to. It's not good. I lost a lot of weight. You know what I mean? I lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
You know what I have? A lot of weight to lose. It ain't only fans. No.
Well, he just thought
not fans.
I said, what would that entail on OnlyFans?
We'd lose the fans.
He said, feet pictures, girl and girl, anal plays, just a few places to start. Curtis never asked for much.
We're not girls. So I don't know how we're going to do that girl on girl. I'll show you some feet though.
Oh, hairy knuckles.
Yeah.
Anthony Ferguson says, "Hey man, congrats on 200 episodes. That's pretty awesome."
Yeah, it is.
I saw the Instagram post about letting you know what my favorite moment was.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the story of your dad saying, "Fuck you, Ronnie Dunn."
Well, what are you so mad about? That's one of the all-time greatest stories.
Shall I retell it?
You told it twice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've gone back and listened to that one over and over again. I still crack up every time. I can see my parents having the exact same interaction and my dad reacting the same exact way. That definitely makes the story that much more funny. Then he went on to say, and of course, when you guys make fun of everyone's favorite full-time FedEx driver, part-time superhero, semi-professional karaoke singer, Jeremy Mackie.
We didn't even make it through the first 30 minutes without doing it.
Here's what bothers me about Jeremy Mackie is all these people are putting him on a pedestal. And this guy, who's been a guest episode more than anybody, he can't even give us any love.
He didn't say anything.
He didn't give us a shout out.
We gave him too much shit over the years.
He said, I didn't get an invite. I said, yeah, neither did anybody else that's leaving voice text. So I don't really appreciate it, Jeremy, that you're using that excuse. I said, plus I know that you're the worst excuse maker in the history of ever when I ask you to do something anymore. So I wasn't going to ask you for you to tell me no.
Yeah.
Little guy.
His married life treated him like that. Turned him into that.
I don't know. I just think I think that sometimes I just wished I was as cool as Hooligans. I wish hanging out with old buddies was as cool as going. He sits at the same table every time he goes out there. With the same people staring at their phones, smoking cigarettes, staring at each other. Maybe they're talking, maybe they're not. I love them all.
Yeah.
I'm just giving him crap.
Yeah.
They do the same thing. They sit each other. And I'm the one smoker at the table dying over here. Contacts drying out, sneezing all over the place.
Yeah.
It's funny when we talk about Jeremy and going out to have a beer.
It is funny when we talk about Jeremy.
Well, let's go back to a couple of these voice texts.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hold on. Go for it.
Speaking of Jeremy, we'll just go ahead and knock this out. John Ward sent this to me last night. He wanted some dramatic music put behind this, but I don't know how we can do that.
Yeah, we don't own any music besides that one intro song.
He didn't mean like music, just like, it don't matter. You're not getting it, John. Sorry. Thank you for the effort. We just don't. Yeah. We're not going to give you the same.
Yeah, thank you for your effort. We're putting in none. Is the thing.
Well, you know something, DK?
Dun, dun, dun.
Pick a date.
Yep.
Pick a random Tuesday in April.
April 17th.
You're just trying to get off of work. You're trying to go home.
Yep.
Have a little supper.
Yep.
Spend some time with the wife.
Yep.
Go to bed.
No.
Doesn't always work out that way.
Sometimes you get
That's
it out.
because our friend Mackie said,
oh, fuck, I messed up. I'll have to do it. Suck at this.
Pick a random.
Shit.
Have a little supper. Spend some time with the wife.
Sorry.
Go to bed.
Yeah,
Doesn't always work out that way.
That's what she said.
That's because our friend Mackie says, hey, come have one with me. Come have one.
Why, that's never happened.
You and I both know. There ain't just no coming and having one when it involves Mr. Jeremy Mackie.
No. God, no.
So that's his first video. I like to play on that. Used to back in the day, I would lie to Lindsay and tell her I was working overtime so I could go drink beer with Jeremy Mackie.
Yeah.
Now I lie to him and be like, "Nah, man, I'm still at work."
So you can go home and see your kids.
Well, my wife and my kids. And realistically, by the time you get through Cookeville traffic these days, I tell him, I'm like, Jeremy, by the time I go down Willow and then Interstate Drive or whatever. Yeah, well, yeah. I said, I could already be halfway down the Gainesboro grade for one beer, and, one beer is not going to happen.
No.
So let's consider the story here. So I lie to Jeremy so I can go home with my kid. It's full circle here.
Yep.
So I asked our tipsy friend, where are you? He said, you know where I'm at.
Hooligans.
Right then and there. I know I'm going to Hooligans. Walk in.
R.I.P. Woolies. After he said that he would never go to Hooligans because he was Woolies for life. But
It's a calm night, and I see Marie sitting there, and I'm thinking, okay, perfect. I'll come in here, order me some chicken wings, a beer, maybe two, and then I'll call it a night and go home. The next thing you know, there's a Royal Flush sitting in front of me.
Yep.
Come on, Ward, have a Royal Flush with me.
I didn't pay for it, but yeah.
Where I come from, somebody buys you a drink and you don't drink it, that's saying something. So
it means you're an
have me a
asshole.
Royal Flush. Go back to my beer, go back to my chicken wings, everything's fine. Then all of a sudden, I'm smoking Marlboro Lights and I'm singing Dinosaur at the top of my lungs. I look around, I don't see Marie there anymore because Marie done went home. Next thing I know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I got to be up in about 4 hours, and I hate everything at this point in my life.
Yep.
Marie's
All
already,
these decisions I've made have led me to this.
Marie's already went home and said, F you, Jeremy. She's got Tracy's dog out of the drawer. She's a fainting goat all of a sudden and don't care how many Washington apples, Vegas bombs Mackey's taking.
Now.
The moral to this story is,
Yeah. Hit us with it.
turn your damn phone off about 15 minutes before you get out of work.
He knows. They can
And that's
smell
just
it.
about all I got to say about that.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause John Ward said so. What?
There you go.
Royal Flush, what?
What is-
Vegas Bomb, what? Jaeger Bomb, what? Bud Light, what? Marlboro Light, what? Keys to the City, what? Drowning little kids.
You know what? He said royal flush. Here's how dumb I am. I thought, well, how did they start playing cards? I missed a chapter in this story. Why are they playing cards now?
Oh, man.
I wish I had some music to put behind that one. That was a good one.
That was a good one. John Ward's got that good promo voice.
He does have a good voice.
He said, let me tell you something. Said John
No, he
Ward,
didn't
the
say
funky
that.
like a
He didn't-
monkey up
he
in
didn't
the
say any of
mother.
that.
Mhm.
None of that.
The
None of that came out of his
American, the
mouth.
American Dream, John Ward.
Dusty Rose, baby.
Here-
You know, here's the sad thing. The only reason I knew that was because of you.
Because we gonna funky like a monkey,
Yeah.
baby. Yeah.
DK,
Hey.
it's Andrew Pope.
Hey, buddy.
Man, I want to just congratulate you and Lucas on, 200 episodes.
You got that right.
And I know at least half of that time that y'all took to record 200 damn episodes was probably the 2 times I've been on there and we talked wrestling for 3 hours. So, I'm sure we bored a lot of people out there.
Yes, you did, Andrew.
But we had fun anyway.
Yes, that's true.
I appreciate y'all having me out to Cookville, man, and hope you get out there again. Proud of y'all for the festival you've been putting on and all the success you've had, man. And 200 episodes, it's a hell of an accomplishment, brother. Let's get 200 more.
Yeah.
Add another 10 years at this
Yeah.
rate.
I will
Thank
only be
you.
78 by the time that's over.
Thank you to my buddy Andrew Pope, one of my favorite musicians. Check out his album. I hope to see some new music from him and catch up with him soon. We are big wrestling nerds ourselves, just like everybody our age other than Lucas Higman.
It's possible. The older I get, the more I realize that I'm the only person that kind of missed out on that.
That's all right. You're not wrong to think that it's
Childish thing that y'all continue to look into.
absolutely. Andrew Pope, like that's the thing in the music business, though. Like they all love the old wrestling. It's kind of crazy.
It's the thing with everybody that we've talked to. It's not the wrestling. It's not a music thing.
I seen Cole Chaney tweet the other day. You know, he was putting an Instagram story Q&A.
Yeah.
Tell me one thing we wouldn't know about you. He's like, I love old school wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, but you was talking to him. I don't even know if it made it onto the show or not, but when you was talking to him, just wrestling. I was like, oh, what the hell?
It's crazy. Here's another one.
Hey guys, it's Addison Johnson. Congratulations on your 200th episode for
Thank
the
you,
One
sir.
Lane Road
Thank you,
podcast. Appreciate you letting me be a small part of it, and thanks for all the hard work that you put in to help independent artists out there.
yeah.
I look forward to talking to you guys soon.
See ya, buddy.
Addison Johnson, who is the opening
That's a
act
great voice.
for my sold out show in Gainesboro, Tennessee on May 15th. If you don't have the tickets, well, you know,
what?
it wasn't because you didn't get to see it. It wasn't lack of promotion, baby. I've been putting everything all over Facebook, all over Instagram, all over Twitch.
Where's it at?
The Moonshine Distillery, Roaring River, Moonshine Distillery, 208 South Main Street, Gainesboro, Tennessee, downtown, baby.
Where do you get them tickets?
We don't. They're sold out.
Oh.
We're hanging from the rafters.
Where
Jason
can they find
Eady.
out about it next time for the next show that's coming?
Well, you know where to go. Eventbrite, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, MySpace, Yahoo Personals, the bathroom board at the Love Shack. We got highlights everywhere. It's Jason Eady. It's
What I saw, it says DK's got them new shows coming up and got that on him. So I wrote it, but I mean, I also
Jason
read it.
Eady. Jason Eady coming back for the first time in 3 years. Addison Johnson, Ben Danaher. Big news coming. We got festival news hopefully coming soon. And
Jason Eady's one of the best musicians of all time. Got to be. To me, for people that like artists that a lot of people don't know, that don't have like commercial mainstream success, Jason Eady's got to be up there pretty high.
He's got to be. And that's why I'm like, it was very limited. There's only like 70 tickets available for that room. Last time we had Cole, there was 50 seats and about 15, 20 people standing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how many tickets I sold was 70, and it sold out pretty fast. I mean, we still got a month to go.
Mm-hmm.
Sold out.
And it may be by design on his part. You know, he may be at the level he wants to be at. You know what I mean? That may be the level. I'm sure everybody wants to be a little bit bigger, but he may be at like a comfortable level. But man, he would be so big. He's so good.
I just love the story about when he started and Cody Jinks was his bartender in the White Elephant Saloon on Fort Worth Stockyards.
Mm-hmm.
And he was singing to 5 people.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure he thinks, well, you know, what level? I mean, Jinks made it. You know, Jinks is there now.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I don't take anything away from what Jason's done because he is one of the most respected songwriters. And, I mean, like, he draws a crowd, too. And sometimes you just get those Jinx breaks like that. But, man, you go to Texas especially, and godly, Jason Eady's just he's one of the best to do it.
Oh,
and
God,
you know, when people – I mean, I don't know what I got to do in the town of Jackson County. Maybe I should tell him. Maybe I should tell people he's Cody Jinks' friend and wear his T-shirt. Maybe we'll start. Maybe we could put him in the steakhouse if he walked around and said he was Cody Jinks' best friend and wore his T-shirt. maybe they'd love him too. Maybe.
Hey, you know, I heard you should probably ask the board. You know, if you got on the board down there,
I know entertainment board.
Maybe. Hold on just a second.
All right.
All
yeah.
right.
Well, yeah.
That happens.
We can get to all of us.
Yep.
So, yeah, man, Jason Eady, Addison Johnson, Ben Danaher, May 15th. It is sold out. Mm-hmm. And maybe we'll throw some on the secondary market, by God. We'll stick out some tickets down there for a sellout crowd. Speaking of a crowd, June 24th on a Friday, we're going to have my friend Rye Davis with that old boy Mike DeMeza straight off Dustin County Entertainment by.
All right.
Rolling River Distillery. They're just pimping me out down there.
Well, that's good.
Good little business, little
location,
joint venture. I would like to mention my sponsors real quick for Jason Eady, Brenda Keith, Don Franklin Chevrolet, Johnson's Auto Parts, JB's Barbecue will be on site. I got a new business stepping in to sponsor here soon that I'll mention next time, and then obviously Rolling River Distillery for having me the room. They let me rent the room. Now, Brenda Keith is doing a giveaway this Saturday at Roaring River. She's got 4 or 6 tickets of the show that she's bought that she's giving away. You need to be.
Oh, there you go.
You need to be at Roaring River Distillery. 12 Degrees Tavern down there is having a all-day music festival in April. April 23rd, this coming Saturday. So go over there, see DJ Davo at 2. Cherokee Upton's playing at 4. Josh McCreary's band's out there that night. And so go show some love to my people at 12 Degree. They didn't pay me for saying that. I'm just a good human being.
I was going to say, people, you did that. Did you get paid for it? No. Did anybody ask you to do it? No.
No, but they can pay me in October for saying it in April. No, I'm just kidding. No, I like everybody. We're all there. Seems like
room for everyone, whether they think it or not down there.
Seems like there's I mean, we don't have to be a competition. Mm-mm. I don't want to be the hometown hero. You got that?
Yeah, get it, guy.
Just let me do some shows, baby.
You know?
And all these little small places. I love 12 Degrees Tavern. I love Doe Creek Tavern.
Go float your river and sing on the river.
I just said I love Doe Creek. I'm just saying 12 Degrees Tavern.
Float out into the big one if you want to.
And I love 12 Degree and Doe Creek and the Moonshine Distillery. They're all very good to me.
Yeah.
And I don't have to be the king ding-a-ling of nothing. I just want to have my little Americana country music shows and be left alone.
Well, yeah.
And that's all I got to say about that. But let's go see Rye Davis. Rye Davis and Mike DeMeza, June 24th. There's a bunch of tickets left for them because we started promoting it real hard.
We call it the Grand Old Kennedy.
Oh, man.
Oh, we get on stage at the Grand Old Kennedy.
Ain't so grand anymore.
Yeah.
Man.
We'll just worry about that.
Grand Old Kennedy. Oh, Grand Old Kennedy. All right.
All right.
What's the grand you know.
Anyway, what else you got?
We've got, you're going to love this one.
Okay.
Our friend Nick Grace, who's been good to us.
Yes.
He took our first ever PG photo shoot in the park. We were fully clothed. No one took off shirts and dry humped a tree. That's senior pictures.
You say first.
We didn't have another one, did we? You want to do one when we leave here?
No, not tonight.
All right.
I feel like my smell would come through the picture right now.
I think so. Well, it's very Clay County-ish of you.
It is.
Nick also shot a couple concerts for me. He did the Jason and Courtney concert for me. He did the Chris Knight concert for me.
Yeah.
So great photographer, great, just funny guy, by the way. And you're gonna like this. I cheated and listened.
Hey, Dustin and Lucas.
Hey,
this
buddy.
is Nick Grace. I just wanted to say congrats on 200 episodes. That's a huge accomplishment.
Damn right.
I know how hard it can be to keep stuff like this going.
Yeah.
You know, when you've got family and work and everything else that you've got to worry about. So,
Right.
you know, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
That's huge. One little thing I wanted to mention. I was listening to a couple episodes ago. Dustin trying to defend himself going to this wrestling event.
Yeah.
And I just got to say, as a guy in your position.
Oh, fuck. No.
Why do you keep touching shit?
I don't. It's my phone. It freezes up.
Oh.
Stuff like and work and everything else that you've.
Damn it.
So, congratulations. That's huge. I wanted to mention, I was listening to a couple episodes. Dustin trying to defend himself going to this wrestling event. And I just got to say, as a guy in your position, I agree with Lucas. You got to kind of, set an example for other men. And, it's really important. Oh, you know what? I got to go. There's a documentary coming on that I've been really wanting to see. So, congratulations, guys. Have a good one.
Fucking genius.
Oh,
Genius.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's good.
Yeah, that was really good.
Did you recognize that?
Oh, the Star Wars theme? Yes, I did.
For our listeners that didn't understand it. Oh, I laughed. I cheated. I did listen to that.
Very, very well done.
He's so funny.
Very well done, young man.
Nick Grace is so hilarious. I wanted to. He was the first one to send one over, and I wanted to make sure it sounded good.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
so I wouldn't be here, and I popped a little bit. I think I was at
Good
the dollar
job.
store listening. Yeah. Let's get a couple. Let me see. I got a couple more. Then we'll just shoot the show after that.
Put it down.
Matthew Hicks says two things that stand out: Hot Chip Challenge, where DK almost died. And
Yeah, he almost did die.
Number two, Matt Rogers' interview was very unique because you can hear Matt's genuine excitement when talking about his new PA job with the Titans. Here's to 200 more. Thank you, Matt
Thank you
Hicks.
very much.
And I want to say Matt Hicks.
Hey, that is true. He was genuinely excited about that.
Man, and you know what? People gave him a hard time. I read some stuff on Twitter where people were really bashing him this year. I mean, I thought he done a.
Here's the thing: it's his first year, and there's going to be some bugs in it. But I'm sure, as excited as he was, and as much as he was looking forward to it, he's probably doing a very good job at it.
I think
just ain't the same. People don't like change.
Yeah, that's true, and I think he did a good job. I didn't notice any big drop off.
Well, good,
in my opinion. Matt Hicks is doing some stuff with another. He's doing barbecue sauce. Making it in his home. It's always been a passion of his. He lives in that trailer down. It's Charlie Hicks' grandson, and he makes some barbecue sauce. And man, we can't get enough of it. We bought the hot. We bought the sweet barbecue. We bought some vinegar.
Where did you get it?
Through him. You message him on Facebook, Matthew or Stephanie Hicks. That's his wife, and then they are. Man, it's good stuff. Like I said, we bought 3 more bottles this week. So, Don Asbury, I have a riddle for you and Lucas for tonight's podcast. Here it is. I got 2 letters for you, boys. CC. What does it mean?
Is there any other context?
No.
2 letters. CC. Carbon copy.
Clay County.
Oh, yeah.
Closed caption.
Chip challenge?
He said, Lucas may guess cubic centimeters.
It may be, but
I don't know.
In what reference?
I
need some reference.
He said, here's a hint.
Yeah, hit me.
First name of the undisputed WWE champion now. Well, of course, you watched WrestleMania both nights, I'm sure, to know who the world champion is. It's not Brock Lesnar. It's Roman Reigns.
Okay.
So Roman, CC. CC, fool. You don't know this? Neither do I. I was hoping you do it.
I'm so lost.
What do you mean? CC and Roman.
The Coliseum?
No, what else would you put in Roman?
Roman numerals. Oh, 200.
CC.
Oh,
how did you know that?
I didn't. 100, 100, 200. I didn't get it.
Only Don Asbury would throw that out.
He's on another level. Really,
it's crazy.
Was he and Nick were he and Nick in the same class?
No, Don's old.
Yeah,
older.
Right.
Than Nick. They're 4 years apart.
They're those two very like they're both on a different level.
Man. Yes. I know obviously Don much more than Nick, but Nick is just.
That was so good. I've got a documentary coming on. I've been meaning to watch.
That's one of the favorite things I've ever. I just laughed. I laughed every time I listened to it 2 or 3 times.
That's so good.
Here's a trivia question from Dr. Don.
Yeah.
Who was the first ever call-in guest for OLR?
Oh, God. James Hatcher, maybe.
No.
Was it Don?
No. I said, not even I know that. And I did know it as soon as he said it.
Who was it?
It was a high school principal.
John Denton?
No. Current high school principal. Former Tennessee Titan and creator of the Music City Miracle, Kevin Dyson.
Oh, no kidding.
It was episode 4.
That was our first call-in guest.
Well, it was episode 4.
No kidding.
I didn't realize. I said,
wow, that was 196 episodes ago.
I said, boy, I'd hate to go back and hear that.
I would too. That would be terrible. No. Gosh, no.
You talked more football on that show with him than I did almost.
No kidding.
I'd like to know a 52-48 split of who talked more football because it was almost you, I think.
Yeah. That's wild. I don't know anything about football.
You were excited about it.
I could have a conversation with him. I could have a conversation with the guy right now. That being said, I don't know that I could talk about football.
You did.
Did you give me like a shitload of pointers or something?
Possibly.
Did you write me out a list of stuff? Maybe.
Don't know.
It's a distinct possibility.
Atlanta Carpenter said, I can do a comment, but my recorded voice is gross. Most people said that. Everybody hates their voice.
Most people just don't understand what they sound like.
Yeah.
Until you start listening to yourself in your headphones for 200 episodes, you really don't know what you sound like.
Curtis said, I just don't sound like myself. And I said, well, if it makes you feel better, you sound just like I recognize you as.
Yeah, I mean, the voice that comes across for everybody is the voice that everybody else hears. So when you're hearing yourself, you go, oh, I didn't sound like that's not what I sound like. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So like James, if he come on here and whatever, I don't know. James, I don't know why I'm talking. I saw James this weekend, so I've got James on my mind, I guess. Like, I think he even said that, like,
he hated it.
Yeah. But it sounds exactly like him, you know. You just don't know.
There's a guy I work with, and I used to do the impressions at they used to give me up at work and do the impressions at Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
And he's real slow talking.
Yeah.
And I'd say, make sure you get your trash, blah,
yeah.
blah, blah. Okay. He said, man, I don't sound like that. He said, so one time I did a voice recording and said, man, Dustin freaking nailed me.
Yeah, it's terrible whenever you realize what you really sound like.
I don't think I sound like the guy. I don't think I sound that much like him.
Mm-hmm.
I think some impressions I can hit or miss, some better than others.
Right.
But I've got away with 2 pranks at my work years ago before I grew up, you know, before I had to grow up.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And one time he was in our HR department. Now I don't ever talk work on here. This is pretty kind of relatable to what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying, hey, I need to know what we're going to do with this paper. And the girl was like, oh, we'll look at it in a little bit. And I'm going to call him Roger.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm going to call him Mike.
Okay.
Mike. And they're like, okay, Mike, I'm not going to, I'll look at it soon. Okay, no rush, you know, whatever. I'm going to go do my job. Okay, Mike, see you later. So I'm walking through, fixing to go back to the back of the building. And I thought, oh, I could tell she was getting frustrated because he's probably asked her more than once when she's going to look at that paperwork. So he busts a right out the HR door. I busted left. There's a phone in the cafeteria. And I went, oh, this would be funny.
Yeah.
So I dialed her number. She goes, hey, HR. Hey, it's Mike. I didn't know if you had a chance to look at that paperwork yet. She goes, Mike, you just left the office. No, I haven't had a chance. No rush. I don't want you to think I'm being pushy or anything. I just wanted to know when you're going to get to look at that paper.
You know what's the best part about it is like in her mind, she's saying, that phone is right there. He called me on. He is standing on the other side of this wall calling me right now. Yeah. What is wrong?
Yeah. Never told him any different.
That's like she's holding a grudge with Mike right now. Like Mike leaves the room right now and she goes, I hate that.
He's the most persistent,
he is the pushiest person at this. And then she turns to Susan and sits beside her. Susan, let me tell you what he did one time. Asked about this paper, walked straight out, took a left, got on this phone and called me and asked me if I had a chance to look at that paper yet.
She said, I remember when y'all first started, I didn't really listen because I didn't know what a podcast was.
And not many people did in 2016.
Well, we're trailblazers is what we're trying to tell you.
2016, not many people knew what we were.
We're ahead of the game. We're before our time.
Mm-hmm.
We are we're special.
Yeah.
We are happy I went back and listened to all them.
We're happy for you.
She said, I thought you had to have Sirius XM to listen to podcasts. I said, what a Clay County-an thing to say.
Yeah.
Simple-minded.
Knucklehead.
Bigot redneck.
Gotcha.
Just joking.
Gotcha. Burn. hey, thanks for giving us a comment. Burn.
Ask Mackie if it's fun being my friend.
Yeah. So you want to be on the show? You want to do something nice for us?
We ask you to say something nice. Well, suck on this, Toots.
Yeah. How about this? Dummy.
Read a book. Read a book.
You uneducated ass hat.
Sirius XM for a podcast.
Shorten your tie. Shorten your name. Lady K Mommy Day or whatever it is.
Poor old lady.
I'm so sorry. I don't know where that came from.
Well, that escalated fast.
Yeah, that got out of hand quick.
And I wished you'd leave her. It's Laney K. Mommy first.
There you go.
Oh, one of my favorite females that ever live on Mill Road in Moss. She's top 2 Mill Road residents.
All day long. She's in the top 5 of people that's ever lived in that house on Mill Road. You're the all rightest person I've ever met to come out of that house on that road that you lived on. Had your mom and dad not also lived there at some point, you'd be in the top 2.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Top of the line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Upper echelon of folks that ever lived in that house.
Yeah.
On Mill Road.
The best the best person whose name started with an A that ever come out of that house that I've ever met.
Man,
I don't know why we went bad on you right then. I'm so sorry.
I feel like I hope we just didn't lose 25 years of friendship.
Yeah,
because I love you.
Come back. Come back when you can. We've run people off before and they've come back, and hopefully you can do that for us too.
We took it so easy on Brandon Cooper and all these people. We
went real bad on Atlanta.
And I love you, Atlanta, and Lucas loves you. Lucas loves you a long time.
I don't know what happened.
Oh,
what else we got?
We got so much, really.
We don't have enough time to get it all in.
It's not our listeners' fault that you were an hour late and I was working out, banging and clanging on 20-pound dumbbells.
I forgot what time it was, realistically. I was 40 minutes late.
That rounds to an hour.
Yeah. How'd that feel, though? Tell me right now, how's it feel whenever somebody comes in 40 minutes late?
It's, I felt all right about it. It's a little
aggravating,
No, I already kissed my kids and wife goodnight. I figured we were going to have a late night, so I just thought it was funny.
Right.
I thought, man, karma is a real thing.
It's a bitch, isn't it?
Well, it's real.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
I don't know. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. Oof.
Oof, yeah.
Oof.
What's coming around the corner, What else we got happening?
Probably Laney K hitting us with a Mack truck.
Restraining order, yeah.
Restraining order. I don't even want to publicize Jeremy Mackey's unappreciative. I think I'm going to ban him, at least on 10 shows after this episode. He's got so much name recognition on this show.
I'm going to go ahead and say, had it not been for the FedEx, key to the city, swam across the ocean to take a drowning kid a life jacket thing, we would be responsible for like 80% of his fame.
He signed a man's tits
based on our
Hooligans show. Based on the One Lane Road podcast, not for anything he'd ever done in his life. Appearing on our podcast, got Jeremy Mackey.
Was it for his dart throwing ability?
Nope, because I beat him.
Was it for his trivia knowledge?
No, because he texts me and I give him answers from my couch on trivia night.
Was it his karaoke ability?
Nope.
Was it his twerking ability?
Well,
possibly. Realistically, it's kind of all of those things. But nobody would have known about him had it not been all our podcast.
That we are the reason you exist, Jeremy. You know what? So yes, Anthony Ferguson, Brandon Cooper, John Ward, while you're putting Joe C., modern day Joe C., on a pedestal here, Google him, kids.
Yeah.
3'9" with a 10-foot. No, not Jeremy. Not him. While you're putting this boy on a pedestal, what did he do for you? What did he do for the show that made him famous? Couldn't even send in a congratulatory text saying, I don't like my voice. Okay, well, you don't want to send a voice text? You don't want to send a memory, a shout out to your boys? You can't even give a single solitary thank you.
You can't get drunk and then send something funny in?
Oh, yeah, well, because it's Wednesday, it's off night.
We could have done it yesterday.
Yeah, if we'd have done Tuesday, we might have got a call from him and Jason Stewart and Clay Dotson in the bar. Tomorrow night, it would have been dart night. We might have got somewhere pre-game, post-game dart, ammunition. We might have got something from Jerm, but not on Wednesday night. Wednesday night ain't good for him, bro.
Not a good night, man.
We've done 200 episodes revolving around my friend.
Yeah.
I bought him a Stone Cold Steve Austin vest that you ain't even seen. I bought this vest for this man.
Realistically, he's been mentioned in 188 of our 200 episodes.
And he can't even show us enough respect to give us a thank you or a screw you about being on this show.
Let me see this.
I bought him that vest.
There's not a hair on your ass if you don't come on the show with that belt.
So you guys let him be your hero.
He can be my hero, baby.
Right now, officially, on episode 200, Jeremy Lee Mackey will be blackballed from the One Lane Road podcast going forward until he makes this right. That why he didn't come on this show.
I would give absolutely anything to hear the glass break and Mackey walk around the corner right now and just stomp my ass, just out of nowhere, just stomp the shit out of me.
Well,
just stunner me right here in the middle of it.
He had his
cut
chance.
A promo on us and walk out.
Yeah, but it didn't. It didn't happen. But me and him had this ordeal. We had this debate because in the mornings we like to get up and watch the news.
Right.
He's a Channel 4 guy. Obviously, I'm a Channel 2 guy.
Right.
I think Nikki D. Ray. What is she on? What channel is she on?
I couldn't tell you. I think I saw Channel 6 on there at some point.
Well, that is, but it's not right. She's on. So, guys, we need this debate settled. Okay, I am very well admitted that I have this celebrity crush on Nikki D. Ray's on Channel 5. I apologize. So I just think you can tell your wife a woman's attractive if she's on television.
And
I said, she come in the living room one day and she said, "Are you watching the news and not Sports Center?" I said, "Because I love Nikki Bernine." I said, "This is my celebrity crush." And she goes, "She's not a celebrity." And I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I just think she's cute." I said, Lindsay, I love you. I love the brunettes."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "I just love Nikki Bernine." I said, "Why are you getting hot? Why are you getting heated right now at 5:15 in the morning when I'm just looking at a celebrity?" She goes, "She works on Channel 2 in Nashville. She's not a celebrity, Dustin."
Well, she's on the television.
She's on the television. It's like
She might tell that TV.
She's on television. So I'm just so Mackie texted me and he was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Sitting there and admiring the beauty of Nikki Burdine." Halfway kidding. That's just who I was talking about at the time. He said, "She ain't no damn Nikki D. Ray, son." And I said, "I never heard of her." He's like, Channel 5. So I clicked it over there and I said, "Yeah, I mean, she's a cute girl." I said, "She's no Nikki Burdine." So I took this. Well, I like that picture of her. Now I ain't mad at that picture. She's a pretty girl. She's a blonde, and
around Cookville too.
They were in Cookville. Yeah. Every majority of the girls I've ever dated in my life have been brunettes.
Yeah.
And I like Nikki Burdine. I'm partial to Nikki Burdine, so I need somebody to settle this. And I took an office poll that morning. It was like pretty much split. I asked men and women. First couple was with me, then they was with Mackie. Mm-hmm. Realistically, if we were single, they were single. Neither one of us had a shot in hell to either one of them. Right? No, I'd have a better chance at Leland Statham than either one of these two. Yeah. I'm just saying. Look, that's a pretty picture.
Yeah, here's the thing. This right here, this is filtered up.
Don't you talk.
She's filtered up right there.
We're not going to make it 201 if you ever disparage the good damn name of Nikki Burdine on this show.
I don't care who it is.
What? Show me one woman that ain't filtered. I get tired of seeing all these black eyes, and not because black eyes because these filters, not these domestics, but these black filters.
See, look, she's cute without the.
She's cute. Look at that little freckle face right there.
I like her little freckles.
I do too.
But you can't tell me this isn't filtered up
like hell.
Look at this nose.
I ain't studying the nose. I will not disparage.
Whose nose did you put on your face?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
What if she listens to this?
Knucklehead, right there. That's what he said. I didn't say it. She did. Mom, too. Oh, I'm not going to read
What's her followers compared to Nikki D. Ray?
Well, she's about 20,000 shy of being no Nikki D. Ray, but it's a channel thing, probably.
Yeah, I never messed with Channel 2 until I discovered Nikki Burdine.
Channel 5's probably got a little bit more reach. Is that who you said it was on?
Yeah, because she got Leland and she's got that Amy Hopkins from wherever that's been around for 100 years. I've always watched Channel 5 until I just stumbled. They went to commercial one day and Nikki Burdine was on Channel 2 and I said, wait a minute.
How old are these people, you think?
Nikki Burdine's age is not on here.
Okay.
Nikki D. Ray's like 34.
What?
She's right here. No, don't say it. Sorry.
That's right.
She's like 34.
You think you going higher or lower on the other one? Nikki Burdine.
I don't know. I think she's maybe.
What's she saying?
What
Well, you went blank right there, didn't you?
Well, because every time I've ever looked this up, there's no age.
Well,
I'd go same.
Yeah, I'd go directly. 100% same. Yeah. Yeah.
Let us know what y'all's thoughts are on who is.
I'm gonna. I don't know the name. Hold on, just a second. Let me see.
Mexican now listen
here. Yeah, there you go.
Janet Garcia.
I'm gonna throw Janet Garcia's name into the mix.
Well, who in the hell watches that? Where did you find her at?
Let me show you.
What station? Well,
y'all go.
You win.
You say Nikki D. Ray or Nikki Burdine. I'm gonna say Janet Garcia.
Oh my God, Mommy, I got Latina heat.
And if anybody's wondering. YANETGARCIA.
It makes me want to. I just want to smoke a Cuban cigar right now.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
Where did you find?
You know what I mean?
Click on that second picture to the left.
No, I'm not clicking on any of them.
Well, it's not porn, Lucas. It's a dress.
I don't know necessarily that. She's also got 14.6 million followers on.
Oh, Latina heat.
She's
Click on it. Her Instagram, like you did the other ones.
Let's see. We'll go back. Hold on.
What? Do I have to take a picture of that left stick on the left and zoom in?
She's a weather girl.
The
Mexican weather girl. I don't know. One of the
racist
was she's Mexican, and it literally I'm reading her thing right there. It says the Mexican.
I understand. I'm just saying she profiled herself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she did. She was in the Cosmopolitan's the 50 most bubblicious butts on Instagram. So there you go. Anyway.
Oh, but so where'd you find her?
One of the podcasts I was listening to did the very same thing. Just like we're talking about weather girls, and then her name come into it.
Una mujer caliente. Oof.
Yeah.
Una mujer caliente.
Nikki D. Ray, Nikki Burdine, or Janet Garcia.
That's not even fair, though, Lucas. We're talking fair. Nashville.
That wasn't fair. I don't know why I did that. It's like playing the trump card. You know what I mean? I win.
You know what?
I win.
You know what that girl Mexican she got? She got a tope de burbuja.
Is that
tope de burbuja?
I don't know. Yeah.
She got one of the best tope de burbuja.
You know, I don't know what it means, but I bet it's got something to do with that lump 3-foot blower head.
Whoa. When I looked at Garcia, I said, man, tope de burbuja.
Yeah, hold on.
Tope de. You didn't spell it right.
No.
I can't believe you can't spell the words I just said. Tope de burbuja. Andale, mommy. Yeah. Oh, what's poppin' tonight? It's Garcia.
Bubble butt.
Bubble butt.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. She got, that ain't even a bubble butt, I don't
it's
think.
a bubble stop.
It's a bubble stop. That's what English said.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That's a widely used phrase.
I know, we don't have time.
Hola. Buenos dias. Encanto de concherte.
We've got, so I found a bunch of these, and we'll do them we'll do one an episode from now on because they've been just piling up on my phone. But the brackets that everybody loves, I'm going to read these off to you.
Okay.
And
let's do a bracket someday. Brackets. Let's do a bracket about brackets we'd like to bracket.
We got the most iconic smells.
Yeah.
These are all from Barstool. Barstool does.
I'm going to say Abercrombie and Fitch.
I got a new cologne.
Did you really?
Yeah, only because
like
Bayless got mad.
20-something year.
I've been wearing it since 2004.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Almost a 20-year stretch.
I'm going back to it. Because
yeah.
You can't ever break it. I said you can't break it. Bayless threw my travel bag at Wayland.
And broke it.
And had my Fierce in it. And that shit, you can smell that in the bag from like a room over. Not really a room over, but I got some cheaper cologne. Worst things about school.
Yeah.
The worst situations.
That's so, like, who did somebody, who come up with the worst thing about school? Was that a child that did that?
And some of them don't even make sense. But
that one doesn't make sense.
Nuns. Random boners is one on there. So that's a good one.
Hold on. Nuns in school?
Mm-hmm. You never.
Okay.
The worst situations. The worst names is going to be a fun one, I think. The worst names.
Yeah.
There's a Brittany on here. That's a tough one. Brittany versus ISIS.
Oof.
That's a tough one.
A lot of things in common.
Comedy.
Blow up randomly over just random places.
Comedy movie draft.
Go back. Don't just dive over. Don't you just act like that didn't happen.
Leave ISIS alone. The best drunk meal, the most useless skills, the best M things. So Barstool's been really busy, I guess, making pointless ass brackets.
Yeah.
Pick one from each row on Whiskey Riff. Would you rather drink for the rest of your life Trulies, Coronas?
What is the truth?
That's a girl drink.
Okay.
Coronas, Jack Daniels, Patron, or Busch Light?
I wouldn't drink any of that.
I mean, hypothetically.
If I wouldn't drink any of that. You got to put something else in there. You got to put you got to insert a Miller Lite somewhere, or you got to insert a.
You don't have to.
Tito's or something.
This is what this game is.
I don't like it.
Well, I'm drinking Busch Light.
Well, I know you would. I never did like that, so it was nasty.
Well, pick one. It's a game.
I don't like it. Truly.
Okay. Let me see what flavor you got there.
Probably watermelon or bubblegum.
Watermelon and kiwi.
That's
not bad. Drink 12 of those. Tell me how your belly feels.
Tell me how your head feels when you get done with that.
Where would you rather vacation? I don't know. I guess that's what it means. Myrtle Beach and the big wheel. South Padre Island.
That's Texas.
That's in Texas?
Mm-hmm.
What part of Texas?
South Padre Island.
Smart ass. Daytona Beach, Mexico, or Panama City?
Probably Myrtle Beach.
That's where
I'd go to South Carolina.
The worst beach there is
in Myrtle Beach. Is that it?
Yeah. At least Panama's clearer water than Myrtle Beach.
But Panama's kind of played out, right? You're gonna have to get down there and
we went. I heard one time.
Yeah,
I heard we went to there one
in
time.
2004. You bought some Abercrombie Fierce, and we went to Myrtle Beach or Panama City Beach.
Do you remember that trip?
Oh yeah, parts of it, some of it.
If I didn't have my $2.97 Jazz camera, I wouldn't remember that whole trip.
It was we went. We went.
That's when I begged.
I know for a fact that we went.
That's when I begged my psychology teacher of All State to let me go with you boys because y'all were all at Tech, and we had a week separate spring break. And I said, Miss Mitchell, please let me go to spring break with my friends, and I'll make up my work when I come back. Well, it turns out I wasn't in the best place in my life at that time, educationally. So I went to spring break, then I lost money on the rest of the year. Lindsay's fast forward to August of 2006. Lindsay's pregnant with Waylon. I'm back in school. I go to Vol State psychology class. Miss Mitchell, she's reading the roll. She says, Dusty Kennedy. I said, back from spring break, Miss Mitchell.
Here I am.
She said, I've told this story. Oh, my God. Now, she's told that story for years since.
Oh, yeah.
That I'm back. I don't know where I'd pick because I've always been intrigued by Mexico a little bit.
Yeah, the whole chop your head off thing,
It's not real popular with me.
I don't like it. I don't like the whole chop your head off part.
I've never been to Daytona Beach. I've been to Myrtle Beach and Panama City. So I'm going to say Daytona, and I'm going to take Randy Birdwell with me because when I think of Daytona Beach, I think of Randall Birdwell.
South Padre Island would probably be pretty fun at certain times of the year.
Let's go there then.
I think some of those great, the real expensive high dollar schools probably go there, where Tennessee Tech goes to Panama City Beach.
Gotcha. Well, I liked it.
Yeah,
probably.
Too.
Probably.
I think if we were looking for Notre Dame's group, or maybe like USC or somebody like that, we'd probably go to South Padre Island.
But I had fun in Panama City. So I don't care what they did. I think I did.
Yeah,
probably.
As far as I remember, I bet
I did. Soundtrack. Who would you pick? Alan Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Co-Wetzel.
2 Hour Life. You think?
It just says soundtrack.
I'm really into Co-Wetzel right now.
The Turnpike Troubadours, Eric Church, or Shania Twain.
I would probably do some type of Co-Wetzel, Alan Jackson like mixtape.
Love
go with that.
You like Co-Wetzel. You're always like you didn't like his Instagram. You looked.
I don't like him,
but you like his music.
He's a really good singer. So he's like a surprisingly good singer. I just don't believe necessarily that he's going to last much longer because he's running pretty hard.
Yeah,
like he goes. If you like go scroll through his Instagram and get to like the beginning of it, he's sitting on a bar stool in like somebody's basement in t-shirt, shorts, and normal haircut, singing into a microphone, much like what we're doing right now.
Nice gentleman.
And then you fast forward to the current picture. He's standing there, looks like he just got off of a bender, long hair, gut hanging out, in a vest, sweating for no reason. He looks pretty rough.
Yeah.
And this is like a 6 or 7 day stretch change. He went from 1 to 100 real quick.
How quick?
I just don't think we got real quick. I just don't think we got much more time with Co-Wetzel. Realistically,
I don't get him as much as a lot of people do. Waylon went and saw him, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like that he did. I struggled with that making that parental decision because he was going with adults of other kids.
Yeah.
Lindsay called me one day and said,
You let your son go see Co-Wetzel?
Yeah, it's a parental fail. I understand that.
Huh.
I took him to see Cody Jinks.
Yeah, it's a little different than Co-Wetzel, though.
I agree.
Yeah. I don't care what you do.
No, I do.
Okay.
I do, but I struggled. And this is because the whole group of teenagers were going and their moms were taking them.
It's just hard to believe that he's a teenager now, though, I guess.
But still, it'd be like Rick giving the keys to me going to see Tupac Shaker. And,
when you were like 14?
Well, he was dead by the time we were 14, but hypothetically.
Right.
It'd get like Rick letting me to see the keys to the great American philosopher Christopher Wallace, a.k.a. Notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls, when we were 14.
Yeah,
But he was dead by the time we were 13.
Yeah.
So that'd be like,
a Snoop Dogg concert, maybe. Maybe more like.
Or Toby Keith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Did
he like it?
Yeah, it's fine. Lindsay called me and said, and he only went with the group because he didn't really know Co-Wetzel. He didn't listen to him. The girls that he went with, and the other guy, I guess, Lindsay called me and said, "Hey, Waylon's going to his first concert. It looks like in April."
Yeah. Did you say, but is he?
And I said, "Oh." She said, "Well, if it's all right with you." And I said, "Well, who is it?" And she said, "Co Wetzel." I said, "Lindsay, have you ever listened to Co Wetzel?" And she said, "No." I said, "Huh? You think the other parents even know who Co Wetzel is when they agree to take their kids to Co Wetzel?" And she goes, "I don't know." I said, "I'm gonna let you listen to some lyrics tonight."
Yeah.
When I got home, am I the moral police over here all of a sudden? No, but
it's also like my kid's 14.
But he's 15 going on 16. But I get it, and I just said, I bet those other parents hadn't either, and they hadn't. Right. I don't think. But I said, I want to take my kid to his first concert.
Yeah, she misses Ragweed like I do. You told me one point in time that you didn't like Co Wetzel because that song wasn't enough about Ragweed.
That's why I got into it. That's why I found him.
Right.
And I was like, I wanted my tribute to Ragweed.
Yeah.
And it just said the word Ragweed.
Yeah. Yeah. The only part about it being about Ragweed is she misses Ragweed like I do.
Yeah. 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 I mean, he's not my favorite, but he's not my least favorite. But I got to go with Eric Church. But I love Alan Jackson too. Alan Jackson doesn't get the legendary credit he deserves.
Oh gosh, no. No. Yeah, he's much underappreciated. Eric Church, I like a lot of Eric Church's songs, but he's kind of hit or miss for me sometimes.
He don't have a lot of misses to me.
His
new stuff he's missing.
Yeah, I would say it's the new stuff, and like the fact that he won't just play it. Play it like it's on the CD sometime. Like anytime I've seen him, like I won't watch an award show. I don't watch award shows. But if Eric Church has got a performance on an award show, I might look that up, expecting to see him play the song. But it's never how I wanted to hear it.
I've enjoyed seeing him in concert. I've seen him do what you're talking about.
I liked him in concert. I saw him in concert.
And good Lord, Lori, the Turnpike Troubadours are back. And they killed it up there in Kane's Ballroom in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And just the energy. I was just sitting on my couch at North Springs watching a video from Twitter. And when they came out, the roar of the crowd, God dang, they were proud of them. They're selling tickets. I tried to get tickets to see them at the Ryman. They went out. They sold out about 27 seconds.
Oof.
Not really.
Right. Hey, somebody that I really like, I'm not going to say that I knew him ever before he got on a television show. I can't even call it television. Yellowstone. I didn't know this cat before he got on Yellowstone, but that Ryan Bingham that's on there, he has an Amazon concert. He has a concert on Amazon he did down in Texas. Man, he's fantastic. He's really good.
I've known him for a long time.
I didn't know him until
but I didn't listen to him.
Yeah.
I never listened. I listened to a couple songs here and there, and that's it.
He's really good. Like that concert is worth watching.
Checking him out. What about Eric Church giving the middle finger to the whole 18,000 sold out crowd at San Antonio so he could go watch the North Carolina Duke game?
Is that what he did? Yeah.
The final.
Sometimes you get too big for yourself,
Well, I mean, hell, sometimes when I know work's coming up and I'm thinking, you know what, I want to take off a vacation day so I can go watch the Titans game.
Yeah, but it's not like he works every day all year long either,
Yeah.
It's a little bit different when you're the guy who, works 48 hours a week and, trying to get more money so that you can take the fucking evening off and go see Eric Church in concert, and he decides to, BDE you and go to watch a football game.
He said it was his most selfish movie he's ever made in his life.
It's a big one. However, if you're able to make that decision, then it's probably not the biggest one you've ever done.
I felt bad for the people who and listen, he
had taken off, had planned, had already gotten a babysitter, had already bought tickets, had already done all that stuff.
And it's not just that.
And burnt through a vacation day at work.
Sure. That's hypothetically if he was playing Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and you and I decided to go and take our wives, and we took off. You took off from here. You left all the responsibility to your brother. I took off work, burned a vacation day that evening. But I mean, that's just if we're going to a concert an hour and a half up the road. Maybe imagine if we're from Baltimore, Maryland. And we decided to come to the Nashville show, and you book round trip flights for
hotels,
$600-700, and you're getting 3 nights of Nashville hotels for $500 a piece. And what you've done, and you're pretty quickly into $2,000.
I've been like the news and the reports and stuff that I've heard about Eric Church over the course of the last 5 or 6 years. Each one's kind of chipping away at Eric Church for me a little bit, you know. Mm-hmm. And I think I didn't know that one until right then. That's just another one. Just kind of knocking him down another notch.
Yeah, he did the gun thing that I didn't really look at much into, but he said something about guns a couple years ago. But I mean, he has made it up to everybody that bought tickets. He did a free concert the next month in New Braunfels, Texas. But that's not the same.
It's not.
I looked, and it's like an hour from
it's
San
not
Antonio.
the same place. And it's not the same day, and maybe those people can't make it again next month. And, you know.
Well, he should do something. Everybody.
Are you sick? Did you take a sick day? Okay. Did you have a death in the family? Okay. Was there a wreck that caused you not to be able to get there? Okay. You know, did you want to go watch a football game? Oh, that's not acceptable. You know.
Yeah.
Be professional.
Oh, Molly.
Be professional, Eric Church.
Yeah, it sucks because,
you know, I liked him. What year would it have been? 2006 or 7?
When he came out was 2006. It was one of the greatest albums ever.
Well, what year did we go see him though? 2006 or 7, something like that. We saw him in concert somewhere.
We did.
Yeah, down in Nashville at what is now the place where I don't think he was the main show, but he was there. When we went and saw somebody. You were there. I was there.
Jamie Johnson and Hank Williams Jr.?
Maybe. Was he there with Eric? Was Eric Church there at that point? Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah.
What year did
2010.
2010. So, you know, that was probably the best time. I'll remember that Eric Church whenever I'm thinking about being his fan.
I really like him. And I hate that he done what he did.
Yeah, that's a really dick move.
Yeah, because I'd be pissed if I was a fan. I am a fan. If I was one of those buying customers, I'd be pissed. It also sucks, but that's the life he chose. The reason he took off was somehow it was the very first time North Carolina and Duke had ever met in the tournament.
Yeah, but
Final Four.
Here's the thing. So
I know. You know.
So
Duke won that game, by the way. Curtis Rich, no. I'm sorry. I don't need to get his hopes up because he's like, no, they didn't, because they didn't. North Carolina won.
Right.
Addison Johnson reminded him, I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah, it just sucks. It sucks for Eric Church, but you know it probably sucks because Jeremy Mackey's a fan of him.
Right.
You know, that's probably why.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've enjoyed 200 episodes.
I liked episode 200 myself.
It's probably my favorite one we've done this week.
Yes. High five.
Felt good about it. We got so much more to talk to you guys about. So much more.
Projects and crafts and stuff that we're going to do. Finger painting.
Finger what?
What?
I thought you said finger painting.
Painting.
Gotcha.
Sorry, Atlanta, for going bad.
I apologize.
I don't know what happened.
I'm
kind of come out of nowhere.
We've got a lot of fun stuff coming up. I'm a defending champion right now at bingo night. So I've got a lot of
get out of here,
things.
Blue hairs.
So defending, reigning.
We're gonna make potato cakes. All kinds of neat stuff.
Listen, in all seriousness, if you listen to this podcast and it makes you smile and it makes you laugh, then we've done our job, and that's what we've been doing for 200 episodes in 6 years. So it's it's what we're
6 years. Ain't that wild?
Well, we're the best thing going today. Everybody knows it.
We're the best thing come out of this garage, and everybody damn well knows that.
You'll be. I've said it once. I've said it 100 times.
God, I love being a turtle.
If you can find a better podcast, it comes out of Hermitage Springs, Tennessee.
Yeah,
go be with them.
Yeah, listen to it.
Go ride their jock straps. Until then. We're the kings around here. Yeah. We're the champs. We're the best podcast in this county where, by God, people don't even know what a podcast is.
And I'm real happy that there's been I just made a reference to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We've had 5 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle references tonight. So who else, what other podcast you can listen to that does that?
Who's so outdated that we talk about all that?
1984. Get out of here, bitches. I love y'all. See y'all next time.